and wellness, and all of these things listed here are very valid reasons why one would want to lose weight. But usually what motivates us is much more personal. Like, yes, I have a history of type 2 diabetes in my family, but I have a much more personal reason to do weight loss. So we're going to go over here and we're going to go to menti.com. This is my first time using this. We're going to see if this works. Go to menti.com and type in the code 2431356. Let's see if this works. And give some of your reasons why you want to lose weight, if you want to lose weight, because not everybody is participating in the weight loss challenge. Let's see if this works. Oh, how about I click on the maybe I need to refresh it. Oh, there we go. We're going to bring this over here and so people can see what some of the reasons are. So we've got improving your health, getting your energy back, just to be a healthier you, stop being sick. It is interesting that when you're heavier, you do get sick more often. Endurance, energy, fitness, appearance. I wish that to be lighter on my feet. Yes. Tight pants are uncomfortable. Yes. Yes, I'm feeling this right now. Well, not right now because I'm wearing sweats right now, but in many of my pants, I'm feeling this. So everybody has a different reason. Everybody feeling good? We done with this one? Cool. Everybody has a different reason why they want to lose weight. One of my reasons, I grew up in an extremely overweight family. My mom was very overweight and my dad was pretty overweight. And I remember they both died really young in their upper 60s, lower 70s, because of weight related issues. And the older I get, the more I'm like, that's for me, that's only like 20, 25 years away. And I want to be healthier than my parents. And I look at my parents and I say their quality of life was not very good. Especially my mom, she just couldn't do a lot of things. And I want to have a good quality of life as I'm getting older and have fun. And so that's my motivation. Like, yes, it has to do with diabetes. Yes, it has to do with my dad had a stroke when he was really young and had high blood pressure and like all of these health things. But for me, the reason is like, I want to do better than my family. And I see how my family, how weight affected my family. But there are so many reasons why people might want to lose weight. And everybody is going to lose weight differently. So, I mean, there's the basic, you need to lower your calories and increase the energy you burn, but everybody is going to do their weight loss differently. That may mean they need to sleep more, or they need to increase their steps, or they need to increase their water intake, or lower their sodium, or lower their calories, or more exercise, or whatever it is. It's personal. Your weight loss is personal and unique to you. And this healthier weight loss challenge is not going to tell you how to lose weight. We're just going to provide a support system of everybody here has the same end goal, and how they're getting to their destination is going to be varied. But more than just you are going through this right now, because weight loss is difficult, and sometimes it's helpful to know that other people are going through the same thing with you. So let's talk about the new Healthier You competition that we're doing, and we're doing a healthier recipe eating contest. If you look at this, these are a couple of the reasons why people, why it's healthier to eat at home rather than eating out or ordering in. It is a lot of stuff. And as we are doing this healthier recipe eating contest, I want you to know that I am not a nutritionist, and I'm not telling you what type of diet. When I provide the recipes, I'm not going to have recipes that say, okay, this is low carb or keto or vegan or Mediterranean, Atkins, paleo. There's so many different diets, right? And every person, just like every person is going to be losing weight in their own unique way, every person's diet is going to be unique and different for what they need. And it is impossible for me to come up with all of the different types of diets. So what I will do is I will provide a large variety of recipes based on your own needs. You can tweak whatever recipe you need to work for you. This may mean you look at the recipe and say, I need to lower the salt, or I need to replace with gluten-free flour, or I need to remove the meat, or I need to add more vegetables. But what we're doing is we are providing an incentive to rather than eating out, you eat at home, which has so many health benefits and so many emotional and social benefits also. And so we want to create some recipes that you want to eat. Okay, let's go back to Menti. I'm not sure how this works. Oh, I lost it. There should be a second question. Exit out here. That says, what type of diet are you looking, or dietary restrictions are you looking for? Because based on this, I will go out and look for particular recipes if we don't have enough that people have donated from. And if I see particular recipes, then I will say, hey, this is Atkins diet, or if I know that you're looking for a Mediterranean diet, I'll try and add more Mediterranean diet or recipes. Are you guys seeing how to go on to the next question?
For me, it looks like it's trying to add it to our previous answers. Why do you want to lose weight?
Let's try.
The presenter hasn't changed the slides yet.
Oh gosh, how do I do that? I clicked on the next slide. The results for this side. Nope. Let's try this. Cancel. Well, if you want to shoot an email or put in the chat or shoot me an email what type of recipes you're looking for, I will look for those. How do I? Yes, I know you have results. How do I get to the? Sorry. Okay. So, the time frame of the competition, it is a 12-week competition. It runs from May 6th to July 29th. Those people who are doing the weight loss challenge will submit their starting weight on May 6th. The weight loss competition, for those of you who did this last time, it's going to run a little bit differently than we did before. Previously, you tracked your own percentage. You said this was my ending weight, or this was my starting weight, and this is my weight now. And then we had a formula, and we gave you a spreadsheet, and you tracked everything yourself. On my end, that caused a lot of problems because people were reporting crazy things, and they didn't quite, even though, like, to me and my brain, I said you put your weight here and you put your next weight here, and it gives you something. Like not everybody's brain works the same as I do. So now what you're going to do is you're just going to report your weight, and that's it. You can track your percentage on your own, but you're going to report your weight to me, and I'll show you how to report weight in a minute. Now, when you report your weight to me, I want you to know that I am the only person who has access to this. It's going to be on a form, and even though, and nobody in HR has access to the form, nobody on the wellness committee besides myself has access to the form. I am the only person who has any of the information that you put on the form. That being said, there is a 3-week period of time where I'm going to be out of town. That means that nobody's going to have access to that information. But every single week you will still report. And when I come back into town, I'll give you a running list of what's going on. But it's really important to me when we're dealing with something as sensitive as weight that we don't just send this out willy-nilly to people. It's sensitive for me, and it's just a sensitive thing. So there will be a 3-week chunk, like the end of May and beginning of June. Teresa Stanton Gross will still be sending emails out that give healthy tips, and we'll give out the recipes for those weeks, but she won't have access to any of the stuff that you're reporting on the forms. There is also a little bit of a difference. Last year when we did this, when we did the teams, we calculated their percentages separately and then combined the percentages. So the teams, their percentages had the potential to be really high. In order to make it a little bit easier and to make the teams more competitive, because towards the end there were only 1 or 2 teams who were participating. So to integrate the teams into the individual competition, we are going to combine your weights together, and then each of you will report, and we will combine your today weights and just we're just combining everything so that your percentages matter. Because what would happen last year is we'd have somebody who, like, we had the team, and one team member would report a 3% loss, and then the other team member would report nothing. And then there would just be a 3% loss. Or if both team members reported a 3% loss, then there would be a 6%, and we just added those together. So now what's happening is you're a team and both of you need to report. And if only one person reports, then your team didn't report, and you don't get credit for that week. Okay, how to report. There will be an email that goes out with this information, but let me show you what the reporting system looks like right now. Okay, so when you go to that form, let's refresh. We've lost pictures. You'll come to this form, and it says Healthy Are You competition reporting. So you go and find your mascot, whatever your mascot is. Everybody here should have a mascot already. And then the next step is, are you participating in the weight loss competition? If you are, you say yes. If you're not, you say no. And it's going to change questions based on your response. So if you're participating in the weight loss competition, the next question is, are you part of a team? You say, yes, I am. And then you fill out your name. The only time you'll ever have to fill out your name is if you're part of a team, because I need to know who's reporting. Or if you're not part of a team, you say no, and it skips that. Then it says, what's your current weight? You give me your current weight. And then it says, are you participating in a weight loss challenge? If you're not, you say no, submit, and then you're done. So it's just a really quick reporting. But if you were doing the weight loss, if you're not doing the weight loss competition, you would say, no, I'm not doing the weight loss competition. And then it says, are you participating in the recipe challenge? If you say no, I say, why are you filling out this form? Or I hope you say yes. Then it'll ask you the same question. Are you part of a team? Yes, fill out your name, or no. And then it says, what date are you reporting? So these are the tentative recipes for the first week. Not certain, but so on May 13th, you'll be reporting for the previous week, May 6th through 12th. So on May 13th, you say, I'm reporting for that day. And then there is a list of 20 recipes that I'm going to send out to you. So on these recipes, what I need you to do is you say, if you tried the recipe, you say, I want it again, or, ooh, that was disgusting, I don't want it. So tell me whether or not it was good, or say, I didn't try that one. Whatever it is, just like the weight loss challenge, it is based on an honor system. And you just fill this out, whatever it is. And once it's all filled out, you hit submit. If there is a problem, it's going to pop you back and say, listen, fool, something's wrong. You didn't fill out all of the things for the questions. So you just fill out, like if you didn't try any of the recipes, then you didn't. Or if you liked them, looks like everything's filled out. Now, on this one for the recipe, if you say you want it again, that means that likely this recipe will show up again later on in the month, because we want you, once you find something good, don't you want to have the same recipe over and over again? Well, not over and over again, but you know, have it more likely, or have it more often. So once that's done, you hit submit. Did I screw up something again? This question's okay. I'm Zebu. Submit. Now are you going to let me? And then it's submitted and you're done. Does that make sense? Every week I'll send this form out. It's going to be the exact same form though. So feel free to bookmark it or put it in your calendar and say, fill out on Monday. But that's how we are reporting it. And then once that report comes, I get a little spreadsheet. Like as people report, I get a little spreadsheet and I will do all of the tracking of the numbers and things like that. Did I already say that on these recipes, every one that you tried is a point? Did I say that? So if you didn't try anything, you don't get a point for it. But if you tried the recipe, you get a point. And so the more recipes you try, and the more you eat at home, the more likely you are to, or the more points you get. Yeah. So if you haven't signed up yet and you want to sign up now, do you have any questions about the competition? Oh, there's a chat. I'm missing chats.
Can you go back a screen?
Yes, I will try. There we go.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for putting all of the types of diets that you were interested in. Yeah. What if you don't have a mascot that you're aware of? If you don't have a mascot, then you haven't signed up yet. So sign up. Everybody who has signed up should have received an email with their mascot. So if you don't have one yet, that means I haven't received a sign up. And there were a couple of you. Oh, how do you sign up? Great question. There's this form right here, and let me see if I can copy. Oh, what did I just do? Let me see if I can copy and paste it into the chat. Oh, I just screwed it up again. Chat go. Here. Okay. Oh, it's all caps and not CFRK9. Give that one a try. Any other questions? New message. Oh, good. I'm glad that worked it on. Thank you. Crystal.
Yes, question about the recipes. Throughout this entire competition, are you going to be soliciting for and accepting new recipes if we happen to find some that we think would be good to share?
Yes, for sure. I'm trying to do as many recipes as you guys have provided as possible, because I can go to Pinterest and I can say, oh, this recipe looks good, but just because it's on Pinterest doesn't mean it's actually good. If I can get somebody who says, this is a yummy recipe, then I'm going to give that to them. JC,
Yeah,
or JR.
I was looking at your recipes and I'm going, okay, like Alfredo stuff. The Alfredo already went off the scale as far as healthy. So.
Well, it's something somebody recommended as a good. So you're right. Like in these type of things, I'm not a nutritionist, and some people, their goal, one of my things was people didn't want to participate in weight loss challenge because multiple people said, I'm actually
They
trying to
wanna gain
gain weight.
Yeah.
So, but these recipes, like I said, I am not a nutritionist. I look at the informational stuff and I say, oh, okay, that's, I try and say, okay, that's a lot of calories, or I say that's a lot of sodium, but that's about as good as I am. So if you, JR, if your first name is that of an animal, are you required to use that animal as a mascot? Absolutely not. In fact, I discourage it because this should be confidential. And CJ, if you forgot your mascot, SOL. No, I'm kidding. I'll
Great,
send
you
it
too,
to you
Crystal. You're SOL too, Crystal. We're both.
Oh,
it's
you too,
HR.
Crystal.
It's a HR thing. I'm telling
It is
you.
an HR. I will send it to you, or you can search for an email from a healthier you. No, I'll send it to you again. It's no problem. There are some low-calorie Alfredo sauces, and then you only use a tiny bit, not the whole saucepan like I usually do. And me. And this recipe, it's lots of vegetables. It is a lot of vegetables, and as I recall, it's just a drizzle of Alfredo. But yeah. Any other questions?
I probably contribute recipes, but I don't use them. So there you go.
Yeah, so if you have recipes, send them to me. I'm always accepting them. Always accepting them. And just be forewarned that your name will be featured as the person who submitted this recipe. So if there are some extremely high sodium recipes, no. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you. If you have any other questions, shoot me an email. You can send it to Grace at dva.wa.gov or dva.healthieryou@dva.wa.gov. Christine, oh gosh, yes, there could be a problem. Like there could be a reason why I am why I'm needing some weight loss. Yeah. And if you have any other questions, like we can linger here. Or you can go.
I want to say thank you because I am really jazzed and inspired now. I'm ready.
Oh, good. Thanks, boss.
Thank you,
I hope
Crystal.
it's fun.
Or thank you, Grace.
Thank
Push the
you.
ratatouille recipe for me soon.
Did you said you said you're sending a ratatouille recipe?
Yes, I'm making it tonight, so I'll send it to you tomorrow.
Oh, good. And one of the requirements may be to watch Ratatouille.
I can put that on there. Does it give me extra points?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'll make sure it's playing in the background then.
Okay.
Thank you.